Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about
A question, some Q&A. Not really Q&A, it's just something we found on social media and wanna give our 2 cents.
based on budgeting, investing, and
Yep, saving.
bits and pieces.
Yep. So this question, next week, I will have saved 23,000. I'll have saved $23,000 from a small inheritance plus saving. I have never had this much money. Don't know what to do. Shares, business, or keep it. I'm single on a pension and have no other earnings, so wouldn't get approved for a house, but I don't want to waste it to children.
What would you do?
Wow.
$23,000 for first time having a big lump sum like that. There's bound to be bits and pieces that you go through until your head. One, you want to go out and spend it all.
Yeah, just like lottery. Some
Yeah.
people they want lottery, and then so many of them they can't keep it for more than I don't know how many years. 5 years.
You'd be lucky. Like within
Yeah,
say,
because
12 months, 2 years or something like that, they'll be gone.
majority of the people, if they don't know how to manage money, and when there are a lot of money coming into your hand, then you will just splurge because you will think that, oh, I got so much
You deserve
money.
this.
I need that.
I need this.
Yeah.
We're having that a little bit of an example because our children, well, one of them anyway, have this, I guess, shopaholic, I guess.
Oh, well.
Whenever we go to the shop,
yeah, just want
automatically
something.
it's like, oh, I needed this
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So there's bound to be a lot of enticement. You need this, you need that. You're going to be marketing very heavily, whether in social media or if not when you go to the shops or when you drive by. I'm like, oh, I can buy that now.
Yeah, I know. For some people, and especially for this person, it sounds like they never, like that's what he or she said, never had that much of money. But $23,000 cannot get you far these
these days.
These
Yeah,
days,
especially when you have 2 kids.
Yes.
So now, based on our experience, what would we do based on $23,000 if that was receiving it as an inheritance?
What I know now.
Yeah, what
yes,
I know
I'll
now.
invest 100%.
I would open up
invest.
a brokerage account,
Yeah.
whichever one that you're comfortable in. Maybe even try the micro investing even as a starting point. Just put a few, not the whole entire lot, so that way you know how your cycle. Learn a lot of investment strategies. Wouldn't go to a property because most people think that to be an investor you have to buy a property. That's not the case.
Entry point to buy a property is just way too high.
Yeah.
23,000 can't even pay maybe stamp duty.
If you're lucky, it's just the stamp duty and the admin costs. But yeah, I would go even as little as just putting it in a high interest saving account.
Yep.
As a starting point.
Well, yes, that I will say I'll put half in investment, like whatever shares or ETF or anything Just don't go something crazy or too high risk. Buy something is safe because it sounds like the first time this person is going to invest. And the other half, maybe, yes, high interest saving account. But the risk is
very low.
No, the risk is you may take out the money and spend it all.
Yeah. So the only reason I mentioned about high saving interest rate account also is because psychologically you need to learn. Oh, so you're actually earning income from this. Oh, you're earning this amount interest
from that. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so and how would I go about earning more of those interests? How can I have the interest earning more interest?
Yes.
The snowball effect of that. So there's that psychology that you need to learn. I'm a doing person instead of a theory. Like in theory, compound plus compound, it would be like, the best thing on earth there is out there when it comes to personal finance. But when I first received my interest payment, it's like, wow, okay, what would I do the next step?
From the bank? Or
no, from the bank, and then it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm earning like, only maybe even if it's just 5 cents. And then after that, how do I earn more than that, 10 cents, and then double it, and then double it, and then from then on, maybe have like a monthly dividend type of portfolio.
Yep.
So that's a little bit, I guess, more than the beginner's age.
More because for beginning, when I first started to invest, I just pick a share. I did a lot of research. Just try not to make it too complicated.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like too many people trying to make it too complicated, but eventually you just procrastinate it.
Yep.
And then you can't go for next step.
Yep. So the other options, like for me, I wouldn't do business.
No,
I would not do business. So I think one of them is.
I don't know. Depends on what you know, and if you got really not good knowledge about in that field, then maybe. But
as a starter, like based on this information, like if you're really straight out of bat, you just inherit this amount of money, I wouldn't do business.
No, it's risky, right?
I would do ETFs based on our personal experience after owning a property, trying a small business, trying to do drop shipping, try to do retail arbitrage, try to do eBay, try to do bits and pieces, and we did a few.
You need quite a lot of capital when you do business.
Yeah,
like not all of them, but majority of them. You need some startup money, and the thing is, if you stuck in the middle, and then you may need more capital to pump it
correct,
up.
and then you ended up losing it. What was it? If you're lucky, you can survive for the first 12 months or 5 years, and then if you're lucky, very small amount can survive the next 5 years. So I wouldn't do that. I would definitely go in ETFs. I would try maybe the micro investing such as Raise and Spaceship, even though they probably are not the best example, but that's our experience.
Yeah, that's how we started.
We started with micro investment, and then now we're looking at, you know what, we've got I guess a huge diversified ETF.
Huge, yeah.
Well, there it is, and it's gonna get bigger. But if I were to start it all over again, it would probably monthly dividends ETF.
Well, it depends on the goal, right? I always ask you, what's the goal? Are you going to have a capital gain or cash flow? Just like the thing is, if you want to set up a strategy to plan on to earn income in the long run, then maybe go for dividend. But the problem is that ETF may not grow in long term. But on the other hand, if you look for capital gain, you don't realize your profit or loss till you have to sell it. But once you sold it, then you lose that goose.
Correct. So
it is a big dilemma. So it all depends on your strategy. Are you looking for cash flow to get dividend, but then you may not have capital gain? Or you're looking for capital gain, which means you're going to sell it in the future to have a big lump sum with the generous profit.
Yeah, so you can't win them all, let's say. Like
no.
You from our portfolio, it's like I look at it, oh, okay, so we gain, let's say, $10,000-$15,000 in the month. I'm like, great, that's only in paper. You don't really actually have that until such time as you sell it. On the other hand, we received a couple of dividends during January and December. January,
yes.
January. It's like, okay, so I put this big lump sum and my dividends is only this little. So
now what we're doing, our plan is to look for those ETFs that they pay monthly dividend, like high yield.
The monthly dividends is equivalent to like a paycheck in a sense.
Yes.
With the hope, obviously, that could be our future paycheck.
Cash flow.
Yeah. So depending where you are in life as well, depending on what your target, what you're trying to achieve, you got to sit down, I guess, figure that out. Everyone have different circumstances. For us, we're in the rebalancing act, let's say.
Rebalancing all the time.
all the time. So because I'm like, okay, then so we've got all of this capital gain, great, but now we realize we need cash flow.
Yeah, we need to eat. We need some cash flow to support our lifestyle. Then soon we can quit our job. Don't know when, but one day.
Because like for us, I guess cash flow is king because cash flow is money that is coming in your bank account. You know, some of them is after tax, some of them is already. And again, that's the same thing. Like there's a lot of implication that comes with it, but it comes down to what is your personal goal? What is it that you're trying to achieve? You just want to go out there and spend it, and to make yourself feel happy, then go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
But that's, you know, based on our 2 cents, based on our experience, no, I would start investing.
Yes, you should learn and educate yourself, and once you know how it works, and then you will find some other way to accumulate more wealth.
This is based on our personal experience, you know, based on our knowledge, but definitely not business.
Yep.
Anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.